landed in your town.
Welcome back to the podcast that dresses for the colorblind.
Hashtag just saying.
Why do you attempt to adjust your settings? Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You can watch the first 40-ish on the YouTubes. Listen where streaming things are streamed. You can also follow us on the Facebook, the Instagram, and the TikTok.
Are we not on Twitter? Or Tumblr?
I think we are on Twitter. We are on Tumblr as well.
Oh,
I don't really. I always forget about those accounts.
Just look for us.
You'll find us if you look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're subscribed, you won't have to look.
If you subscribe everywhere, you won't have to look. Exactly.
What's going on?
Well, as per usual, this laptop sucks.
Ah.
And I remembered that, oh dear gosh. And I remembered that I didn't delete last week's.
Why do you want to delete it?
Well, because I only have so much memory. And not only in my real brain.
I was going to say, I forget a lot already.
But in a computer life as well. My RAM is dead.
Dodge Ram?
My RAM is a Dodge Ram, which means it's in the garage and it doesn't go anywhere. But
Cool.
I said if I don't want to be in the middle of the show and get you are low on memory space. And then it's like, oh dear, I forgot all about that. But I digress. So
She forgot about the memory.
I forgot about my memory. These things happen. So guess
Say-
what?
What's up?
I actually have a follow-up. What?
2.
Yay! I have a follow-up. Last week I talked about
The rugs.
the rug situation.
I see your lights up.
Huh?
I see your Christmas lights are up.
That's
Yeah,
next.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. But so I tried last week. I talked about the rug. Everybody I spoke to was horrified that I tried to wash those rugs. Like, why did you try to do that? I don't know.
'Cause they were
It
dirty.
just seemed like something I should do. I feel like I'm not very loud. But
Oh.
that's all right.
What?
So we'll try that. So
Okay.
now I'm too loud.
Oh,
Let's turn that down a little bit.
oh damn.
Too
Mic-
loud, not enough.
Mic check.
Yeah.
All right.
So, anyways, I had Googled how to, because it was like a shag rug, like a very thick shag rug, which, as turns out, is not convenient to clean.
Shagadelic.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
So
yeah.
I had seen this. I Googled like how to vacuum it or clean it or something.
All right.
So and I got directed to a YouTube channel where someone had said flip it upside down and then vacuum it. Because
Okay.
I don't know if it sucks stuff up from the bottom or how that is
Magic.
supposed to. Yeah, I don't know how that's supposed to happen. But I said to Jay, we got to flip this fucker, and then we're gonna vacuum the back of it.
Magic carpet.
And at this point, when I say we, I mean me.
Okay.
I'm gonna vacuum the back of it.
How did that experiment turn out?
And then we'll see, if it works. Well, you saw now I have 2 new rugs.
Yes, I did. They got like an AstroTurf feel to them.
Well, okay, here's
Okay.
what happened. I said I couldn't vacuum the rug. Nothing was happening. And I said I can't vacuum it and I can't clean it.
That sucks.
So, or it doesn't suck. Because it's not getting the dirt up.
And it was too big to beat.
Yeah, and it's too big to beat. I can't take it outside and beat it, take my frustration out on it. So I said, I need something that I can clean
Right.
and that won't be too, so unable for the vacuum to penetrate it. So I got these 2. They're like basically outdoor rugs,
Okay.
is what they're supposed to be.
All weather.
Yeah, and they're waterproof as well. So I'm like, great, if she has an accident, I can just take it outside and hose it off.
Okay.
So
Nice.
I don't particularly like them, but I got a really big deal on it. They didn't cost me a ton of money,
Nice.
and so far she seems to be able to get, up off of it Like she doesn't struggle too much. Because on the
She has no slippy feet.
yeah, she has her slippy feet. Her poor little paws, they just go boom, and it's like, oh.
As if she's on ice.
Yeah, like she can't walk on the wood because it's just meow, and she's on the ground.
Disney on ice.
Yeah, Daisy on ice. So that's my follow-up. I said last week.
Yep.
I said I'm gonna follow up if the rug trick works. It did not work.
Okay.
So, unfortunate.
Experiment fail.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
Joe couldn't be here today, so Stevie Wonder filled in. We got Stevie Wonder today.
Yeah.
We got Ricky Vaughn.
I'm the wild thing, baby.
It's unfortunate because I get chilly.
Did you do the haircut?
Yeah. Oh God, no.
I wish. That would be awesome.
I have a Halloween shirt on underneath, but
Same haircut,
it's
too
nothing I
cold
can
to
show.
show
same
it.
dead arm.
It is too cold to show it. It's from the Universal Halloween Horror Night thing. So there's a little Grim Reaper guy, and on the back it's like Horror Nights. So
Bitches.
Halloween's.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I want to know because you had said
I prefaced.
yeah you prefaced the whole recording with I've got something.
Oh, I do. So I'm back to work this week.
Mhm.
Boo! Yeah, boo.
Yeah.
So
Well, you need
Monday I went back and there was a huge mess in my bay. So I had to clean up.
Oh dear.
Nothing new there. Tuesday, nothing happened. Wednesday,
Okay.
nothing happened. Thursday, yesterday. Okay.
Okay.
3 stories. 2 are messed up. One's actually pretty cool.
Oh.
I'll tell the good one first.
Okay.
So, car comes in, oil change. I'm a mechanic, by the way. If you
People
guys
just-
haven't seen before, I'm a mechanic.
People just pull up to
And,
his yard and they're like, "Hey,
I
buddy."
change the oil on a Volkswagen. The drain plug was stripped out.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, I can't change the oil on it. My coworker's like, what kind of car is it? Volkswagen. I can get the oil out. I'm like,
I'll
okay.
suck it out.
That doesn't sound
He
good.
did.
Did he?
How did you know this, Sean?
I was like,
He's like, drop it down. And he's at the fluid extractor, and he put the tube down the dipstick tube,
Yeah.
and sucked the oil out of the engine, and I filled it up, checked it was good. I'm like, I've never done that before.
Wow.
30 years, I've never vacuumed the oil out of an engine before, but it worked.
now you know a trick.
So, what was the reason you couldn't do the
The
oil
drain plug
change?
was stripped. I couldn't get the drain plug
Oh.
out to drain it, so I just sucked it out.
Well, did this person not know that the bowl was stripped?
I guess not. I guess
Oh.
whoever did it before wasn't us. Didn't tell them, hey, it's stripped. But I was able to change the oil on it. And I parked the car.
How horrific.
Here comes number 2.
Okay.
Lady's like, oh, thank you so much. You know, you're a nice guy. I'm like, oh, thanks. And she's like,
I know.
and then get to the record scratch ready.
Okay.
She's like, are you gonna pay for it? Excuse me? She's like, are you gonna pay for my oil change? I'm like, why would I do that? She's like, you seem like a nice guy. I'm like, I ain't that nice.
No.
I'm like, and she's like, oh, okay. Now, I didn't know this lady.
Yeah.
She's a complete stranger, and she asked me to pay for her oil change, which was fucking weird.
Yeah.
Who does that?
I
Her.
don't
This
know.
fucking lady. I was like, all right. I'm like, I'm not gonna pay for your oil change, lady. I'm nice, but I ain't that nice. Then another car comes in for a flat. Tire wasn't fixable. All right, so it needs a new tire. Until later, I'm like, you need a new tire, you know. And I showed her. She's like, all right, how much is a new tire? I'm like, I can have the guy give you a price. And she's like, okay. Am I gonna have to grab my ankles?
Holy shit!
I'm like, excuse me? This is an old lady, all right?
Because it's all too shocking.
Yeah. She's like, am I gonna have to grab my ankles? I'm like, and it took me a second to realize what she was saying. I'm like, nope, you're not gonna have to grab your ankles. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Who says that?
Wow.
I don't know.
This old lady said that.
That's an interesting day at work.
Yeah. So yeah. Lady thought she was gonna have to bend over to pay for her tires.
Yeah. Assume the position.
True.
Nice.
That was my week. Now I'm here.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I got my haircut today.
You what?
Got my haircut today.
Oh,
I was
okay.
gonna get the car wash, but the car wash I go to is closed. They're like renovating. So I'm like, all right.
Do I get the car wash today or do I get a haircut?
Yep. I only got 1 out of 2 done. Oh well.
Well,
I guess it's gonna rain Sunday, so I didn't. But oh well. Sean?
Well, if you know it's gonna rain, that's when you get the car washed.
That's right. Ricky?
Uh,
No, I have other
oh
stuff.
my
But I'll just,
goodness.
I'm gonna pace myself.
I got my regular boring weekend.
Darn.
Oh darn.
I tried to behave myself this week.
Tried?
because- I did because I had a beast of a week the other week, and I was
beast.
like, I need to lay low.
They give you a mental health day?
I wish. I need one. I need
There's
one
a holiday
badly.
coming up.
There is.
November 11th.
Are you talking Columbus Day?
No. It's like a Veterans Day.
Oh, Veterans
It's like
Day.
a
I don't-
Saturday.
Oh, Columbus
and
already
then
happened.
there's voting day, which is November 7th.
I get none of these.
Really?
I don't get veterans, nor do I get a voting day.
Damn.
That's what I
Well,
say.
you got Thanksgiving.
I get Thanksgiving and I get the day after Thanksgiving, which is
Hey.
probably why I don't get Veterans Day.
It's a 4-day weekend.
I get Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, and the day after Thanksgiving.
Damn.
And because Veterans Day is on Saturday, the way it works with
You get Friday off?
the way it works with us, we get Friday off.
Nice.
If the holiday was on Sunday, we get Monday.
That's how,
Well-
that's how they decide.
Last year was awesome. We got a lot of 3-day weekends. It was awesome.
Nice.
I don't.
John never works a full week anyway.
He doesn't.
Next week I got to take Tuesday and Wednesday off, so I'm doing 3 out of 5 days next week.
Yeah.
Why? Do tell, Sean.
Tuesday I got to drive my mom to her dialysis. I got to pick her up.
On Halloween?
Ooh, trick or treat.
It's Tuesday.
Ah.
Dialysis don't get holidays.
I hope they wouldn't take a holiday.
Now you passing out candy or you going out trick or treat?
I'll be going out with Christine and her daughter,
Costume?
Ghostbuster.
Oh, her.
Because which one?
I don't know the daughter.
She's gonna be Binks from Hocus Pocus.
Binks?
Cat,
Oh,
black cat.
I never seen the movie. I know of
Me
it.
neither.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I just remember that.
I know they made a sequel.
They did.
It's Bette Midler. That's
Yep.
it. That's the only one I know.
Sarah
That's the only one I know. And
Sarah
apparently
Jessica
Binks.
Parker.
There's Binks in it. So yeah. Hocus Pocus.
Bette Midler, and that's it. She's in it by herself.
That's right. Any plans for Halloween for you? Turn the lights off and lock the door.
Yes.
Lights out.
Keep the candy to yourself.
Lights out. I will be sitting happily in the dark watching The Great Pumpkin.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
And
I don't think I've ever seen that. I know of it, but I just don't
you've never seen The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown?
Probably. I just probably didn't. I didn't.
Oh,
I don't know.
I mean,
For Halloween, I watch a horror movie. You know. Not really a horror movie. Or
Those are too scary for her.
no, I watch some stuff. I'm not big on like slasher stuff, but
yeah.
I watch.
What's your favorite horror movie?
One that's funny.
I like the Evil Dead series.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 2 is actually better than 1, and Army of Darkness was better than all 3.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and Ash vs. Evil Dead, which is the series that they did about Evil Dead.
Sure, pick Sean.
Elm Street.
Elm Street. Yeah.
First 4. It's just like, for me, it's like Police Academy.
Yeah.
The first 4, and then it gets silly after that.
Freddy vs. Jason.
It depends on the silliness. I like a good quip in between. I like a good quip. I am ready.
I picked the original Halloween. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay.
Classic.
Jamie Lee Curtis running around. I've only seen half of it. I've never seen the whole thing.
Well, yeah.
Sorry. I apologize. I am sorry.
The body.
I did end up because I had talked about in the latter part of the show. I was doing like the Halloween recommendations, and a week or so ago, I had mentioned Session 9, which is a film that I like, and then I realized I only had the bootleg, and I got it. I got it the other day. It came in the mail.
Yeah.
And I plan on watching it over the weekend, but it's in the stack of Halloween films yet to be watched in the living room. And Jay saw it, and he goes, "Ooh, Session 9." And
Is it different than the bootleg?
Huh?
Is it different than the bootleg, or is it just
Well, it's Blu-ray, so at least it's
better quality,
I think there's probably
better sound?
they in the extras they went back to the asylum before it got torn down.
Oh.
But he was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna watch that," and he said something, and I said, "I just bought it." And he said, "Well, what do you mean?" And I said, "We didn't really have it. I had like a bootleg DVD of it. Now I have the real DVD." He's like, "Oh, good."
Better quality.
Yeah, no, I mean the quality was fine. It's just that it was like just recorded, like downloaded or something.
Is this one of those releases from Shout Factory?
No, Shout Factory didn't release it. It was just released by the company.
Nice.
The company just released it.
Nice.
Yeah, he got me to watch. Oh my God, he was.
Never heard of
I
it.
haven't seen that.
Yeah, not this past week, but last weekend, we were like he was. Like I would pick a movie and then he would pick a movie, so we go back and forth. And then his pick was this thing called Reanimator.
I was gonna say that.
Reanimator.
And I went,
What's that?
"What is that?" Because he's actually mentioned it before,
Okay.
and I've resisted. And then he's like, "But it's my pick," and I'm like, "Okay."
Damn.
And I said, "Okay, well, you need to give me like what's a quick thing about this." I was like, "What's going on?" Basically,
Synopsis.
yeah, basically it's an H.P. Lovecraft story.
Okay.
And it's about this like med student, and he develops this thing to like reanimate corpses, but they don't come back. It's like monkey's paw. Like you don't get the person coming back. As they end up being like
Missing
these,
a chromosome.
Yeah, they end up being these horrific zombies.
Not playing with a full deck.
Yeah, everything he brings back ends up being like a horrific zombie, and then he sits there like, I don't know what went wrong. And it's like, come on, man.
You're really bringing me over.
You're messing with things. That's what went wrong. And the shit that he injects in people, it's like really, really bright green. So Jay looks at me and goes, "Do you know what they used for the fluid for the thing?" And I was like, Mountain Dew? I was like, I've never seen a green like that in my life. And he goes, "It's the fluid from inside a glow stick."
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah.
I said, "No kidding."
Which is toxic.
Yeah. Seriously. It's a very weird film. I can't
It
say
sounds
that
weird.
I can't say that I would recommend it. And it's a few things in it I was like, "Whoa. This is jacked up."
I'm offended.
I am.
Now, who's in the movie that we know?
Nobody.
No one.
There is nobody. There's nobody.
These are C-listers.
There is nobody worth a damn in this film. I will say that there's one guy,
Yeah.
and he plays like a professor.
Yeah.
And Jay, midway through the film, Jay looks at me and goes, "You see that actor?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "He was going to quit acting before he did this movie, and this movie rejuvenated his joy in acting." And I went, "Why?" I said, "If I was an actor and I did this film, this would be my last movie." And he goes, "Well, he had so much fun doing it." And I was like, I don't see the joy. I don't see it. I said, this movie is weird, and his character is awful.
Bizarre.
Awful. I was like, if I saw this person in the street.
Now, did you say it was
I
one
wouldn't
of the
enjoy it.
guys in the movie, or is it the main guy?
He's not the main guy.
All right.
He's a guy.
He's just in the film.
Yesterday or the other day, I was watching a video of kind of like a review, sort of,
Yeah.
about the show Freddy's Nightmares I used to like.
Yeah.
Well, I still like. I found out that that main guy, I think, in Reanimator, he was actually in one of those episodes of Freddy's Nightmares.
Oh, was he?
And I never knew that.
There's a new thing called Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, yeah, it's based on a video game.
With the guy from the
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah.
The Hunger Games.
Oh, I didn't see
Yeah,
the
I've
Hunger
never
Games.
seen it either, but I know of it. But, yeah. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, that's a video game.
Oh.
Now they just keep on just redoing video games, I guess. They're like,
It's
why
a money
not?
maker. Let's do it.
Yeah, why not?
Staying on the theme of Halloween.
Yes,
Werewolf
sir.
by Night.
Yes.
They re-released it, but in color.
I saw that.
So it's the same as before, but it's now full color.
I was, you know what?
Weird.
I was on Disney Plus because I was gonna watch The Simpsons Halloween, and I saw it and I went like Werewolf by Night, and I was oh shit, and I said in color? No, I thought it did great in black and white because it
was
captured
great.
that like old movie style
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
of like the 30s and 40s. It was like
So yeah, they re-released it. I hope it gets a second one. But
I
I
hope
mean,
so too, but I
guess-
don't know.
We'll see.
I may have to add that to my watch list for the weekend. So the company who puts up my Christmas lights came this week,
I saw that.
and I tried to give a heads up to everyone involved. I was like, the lights are up, and I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. And I took a quick picture of it, and I sent it to my sister, and she sent me a text all in caps. It's too early. And I said, I'm aware of it. I said, even I will admit that it's too early.
Yeah, next Saturday would have been.
I said, but I'm at the mercy of the company who installs them.
Right.
I said, so I can't be like, no, you're not coming.
You had the appointment.
Yeah. I was like,
You're on the
paying
list.
you.
yeah.
This is when they can get to you.
Yeah,
Early.
that's when they could do it. So it's done.
This is when they would like to do it.
And then I was sitting there thinking about it. I was telling Jay, and I said, I feel I almost feel a little bit bad having him on. And then I said, but you know what? The amount of money I pay, I want to enjoy it for as long as I
Yeah.
can. I was like, hell,
Nice.
get that done.
So they come January, take them down.
Yeah, I think they came like the end of January last year, this year, the last season. Hey, I want to get as much out of it, and then if like
Did it work?
huh?
Did it work?
Oh, it no work. It worked this year. It worked this year. I was like, heck yeah. Well, the guy,
The same guys.
no, they were different.
Fucking Pablo.
Oh, man, it was like a clown car though, because they pull up in a van and like 50 of them, 50 of them come running out of the van. So he rings the doorbell, and I go to the door, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and he had his back to me because he rang the bell and just started walking away from the door. So I open up the door. I'm like, "What's up?" And he spins around, and he's like, "Oh, I'm from, I'm so and so, and I'm from the company." And I said, "Okay."
So and so.
I don't remember his name.
Steve.
It was like Anton or something. And I'm like, "Okay." And he goes, "Yeah, we're gonna do the lights today." And I said, "Fantastic." And I said, "Do you need anything from me?" And he goes, and he kind of looked at me weird, and he goes, "No." And I said, "Good, because I'm not prepared to help in any way."
Cold drink, sandwich.
But, I mean, that's why I'm paying you, so I won't have to do it. I'm not prepared to help you.
Nice.
So, but if I can help, you ring on the bell, and I don't know, I'll try to work something out with you.
Sean's blowing me.
So it only took about 45 minutes.
Damn.
45 minutes. Then would have taken me 45 days.
45 hours.
Yeah. Oh, I don't get up on the roof. No, thank you.
So I know you don't like this, but I know Jay does. It's eggnog season.
Oh, fucking eggnog.
I love it.
I don't like eggnog.
It's delicious. Why
It's
not?
gross.
Because of the texture? Or is it because... What's the reason?
I don't know. I just don't like it. It's thick milk.
I like it.
Thick, yolky milk. And I want nothing to do with
I
it.
don't know what... Sean, you like eggnog?
Not really.
Oh, so me and Jay are the only
I'll
ones?
have it, but not really.
Jay, he's my eggnog buddy.
Eggnog, buddy. Need an eggnog champion.
All right, switch gears here. Shaquille O'Neal
Oh.
is opening a chicken restaurant here in Massachusetts.
Oh, please
I don't know
tell me it's called Chicken Shack.
I don't know what it's called. It says,
Is it called Chicken Shack?
I don't know. It doesn't say. It just
With
says,
S-H-A?
that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, Chicken Shack? Oh, I want it to be Chicken Shack. They're opening a Margaritaville in Faneuil Hall.
Really?
Yeah, it actually opens Saturday this weekend.
Nice.
I will not be going up there because everybody's going to be up there.
Are they?
Yeah. I went
Well,
into the... Yeah.
grand opening, they're always busy.
Well, it's a grand opening, and he, passed away, and so
Right.
everybody now wants to,
It's a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
Making history.
I'm just pissed it's in Faneuil Hall. Originally, it was supposed to be in Gillette. And I was like, ooh, that's simple to get to. Now it's Faneuil Hall. It's like, ugh,
Yeah.
gross.
Take the tea.
Yeah. I went into the city
Why?
this past weekend. Well, as I aforementioned,
Why?
I needed to begin my holiday shopping
Oh, how'd that
because I get paid bi-weekly, so I have to space it out.
go? Ah.
It went miserably.
Damn.
There is a
Are
very
they all out of stock?
there's a very niche store that I was going to.
What's it called?
For I can't say.
Oh.
For
They don't
something
pay us to disclose the name.
for something very specific as a gift for a person who I still don't know if they listen to the show, so I'm not gonna get into it. But so we went up there, and this involved going. I mean, I was up near Government Center. This was Brighton, I think. I was seeing signs of Government Center, and I mean, it was just atrocious, and it was kind of a rainy day too, and
Gloomy.
yeah, and like it felt like everybody was in the city at the same time, and it
Whoa, Christmas shopping too.
yeah, and so it that area, like you can't. I was on the right side of the road, and the store I wanted was on the left. And like there's this, median or whatever in between us, and you're not allowed to take a left turn.
I hate those.
I gotta be honest with you. It reminded me of Quincy, and I hated it because I was sitting there going, I can't get where I need to go. This is
Right.
just like Quincy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't take a turn. You can't go straight. You can't. It's like I just want to go over there. Nope. You're gonna have to go 3 blocks down, take a left, take a right, come back down around.
Traveling through
Clap
Quincy,
your
almost
hands.
every other street's a one-way,
Yes.
especially in the area I used to live at.
I joke about that too because
Ralston.
it's like you can't go into
Brain drain.
Quincy and out the same way.
No.
Right.
You can never go out the way you came in.
Nope.
It's like, ugh,
That's what she said.
I heard you.
Thank you. I know.
So it was kind of miserable, and I managed to get a little bit down the street from the store I wanted, and I got a parking thing because it's on-street parking,
Oh, nice.
which I hate on-street parking. So I
Not
get
nice.
I get in there, and there's meters and stuff, and I look at Jay and I said, "Do they monitor the meters on the weekends?" And he goes, "With our luck, yes."
Sean would know. Do they?
No, when I was doing parking control,
No.
Yeah.
So you're all
Monday
set.
through Friday.
So I said,
Weekends are free.
well, I there was no sign. There's really no help. So I looked at Jay.
There's
'Cause-
never any signage.
The car in front of me had paid the meter because I could see the little green light, like, hey, you got money in here. So I looked at Jay and I said, maybe I should feed the meter anyway. Just because I don't want to get towed. I'm in Brighton. I have no idea how to get home. So he's like, yeah, let's just do that. Now I have a little baggie in my car. When Sean and I did like the Urbex stuff, and we would sometimes have to like pay parking or like tolls or shit like that.
That
Right.
sucked.
I had a little baggie of change for just that purpose. So I
Right.
pull out my change baggie.
Quarters.
Yeah,
The change purse.
I got a bunch of quarters in there. So I gave him like $2 in quarters. And I said, we're only going, 2 minutes up the road. I know exactly what I want in there. We're going to be like there and back. So we're not going to need a ton of time on the meter. So he starts feeding the meter, right?
You can almost see where this is going.
And then he has this look on his face that leads me to believe that something might be wrong. And he comes back and he knocks on the window. So I roll the window down and I went, yeah. And he goes, nothing's happening. And I said, what do you mean? And he goes, well, I've already put in like 2 or 3 quarters and the screen's not changing. Like it's not telling me how much time. He goes, I'm a little bit confused. What's happening?
They probably don't work on weekends.
So I said, okay. And then he goes, there's a sticker on it about downloading an app. And I went, oh, God.
Get the QR code.
I said...
People and their apps, man.
I said, are you serious?
Jeez.
And he goes, yeah, do you want to download the app? And I said, do I want to? No.
I know it's 2023, but
Do
we
I
don't need
have
that. We don't need to go that far with this technology shit.
Yeah, you got a restaurant. Can I get the menu? It's on that website.
Yeah.
It's like...
Download your fucking app.
Scan the thing.
Let me know
it's
when you
written on
want.
this little napkin.
So
Chicken.
I ended up downloading the app.
Yeah.
And
Boo!
I mean, I paid. It was very quick. I will say this. It was very quick. So I was like, so I got it done. And I mean, like, 40 minutes only cost me like $1.50. I was like, that's actually a pretty good deal, I feel. So we went back.
Some people out there saying, "No, it ain't."
We went to the store and then we came back to the car and there was a post office like right there. Mm-hmm. And Jay goes, I need, because he does his ham radio stuff. And he goes, I need international stamps for my ham radio thing. They send little postcards. It's weird. So he goes, I need...
Pen pal.
Yeah, essentially. So he goes, I need international stamps. Can I go into the post office? And I said, well, we still have 30 minutes on the meter. I said, so if you can be back in 30 minutes, then yes.
30 minutes or less.
So if you don't use the whole time, do they give you money back?
I don't think so.
Like, we'll give you 10
I will
cents
say,
back.
I will say for the technology, like I was driving back home and I was getting notifications like the meter's about to expire. I'm like, I don't care.
I'm home.
I don't care anymore.
Did it ask you, like, survey? How was it? How was your experience?
No, I didn't get that.
Radar app.
I mean, I would have, 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. I mean, the
No stars.
the app process in and of itself was fine. It's just that if that's what you have to do, then
Just to
they should make that clearer, rather than starting to like put change in and then be like, oh, you have to download the app. Then why have a change slot at that point?
Right. So
Just have a meter
so you
with
lost
no.
$2?
Well, I lost like 50 cents or
I
something.
want my $2.
I know.
Damn.
I'm knocking on the city's door. You owe me money.
$2.
You learned your lesson. It only cost you 50 cents.
So it was my big day in the city. I was like, this is exhausting. I need to get out of here.
Yeah, I hate the city.
Yeah. I avoid it whenever possible.
Me too. I don't even like looking at it.
I don't even like looking at
I
you.
like watching it on the news. The city. Yeah, change it.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about the news
Because.
What's on the news? What the thing in Maine?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if they caught him.
My company
Yep.
sent out a thing about that, and they're like, if any of our employees needs to talk and stuff like that, and I'm like, really? I mean, I don't. Okay.
We're here for you.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing. Like, we take care of our people, and I'm like, do you though? Because I'm over here needing a mental health day, and I'm not getting it. Where's my help? No help. I had my back doctor appointment this week.
How'd that go?
Swimmingly.
Hey.
Well, I mean, I'm always good like 2 or 3 days after the appointment. And then I'm like, ugh.
Pain.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was funny because I do this thing called soft wave therapy. So he jams this like wand into my back, and I was like, ow, 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 ow.
Does that hurt?
It hurt a lot, and because he's trying to space the appointments out further. So now my next appointment's not until like December. And he's like, think you can hold out? And I'm like, I don't know. This one really hurt. And he's like, you'll be all right. So
I'm a doctor. I know these
the
things.
secretary was out, so he had to do everything. So he was trying to schedule my next appointment, and he's like, I think I did it right. And I was like, well, maybe you should write it down on a Post-it, just in case. And then we had a thing where I had to pay him.
Right.
So he's like,
Another app.
yeah, well, it's the little thing, and he's like, trying to get it going, and I'm like, I said, isn't that strange? I said, I was like, you really beat me up in there, and I'm paying for the privilege of you beating the shit out of me. I said, and it's not cheap. This is an expensive thing I'm doing. I was like,
Expensive assault.
this is expensive pain.
Pain's always expensive.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
And then he's like, well,
You're
that's
a pain
okay.
in my ass.
And then I was teasing him. I'm like, I'm not used to seeing you in this. I'm not used to handing you the money directly. This feels weird. I need the
Like a drug deal.
Yeah, I was like, I need the in between.
Same time.
I need the in between. We can't work directly with each other. He's like, oh, I'm sorry.
You're the middleman.
Yeah, I
Give
need.
me the hand. I'll give it to her.
Yeah, it feels weird. It feels too weird.
Does
Just giving him my credit card. I'm like, here you go.
Charge.
Yeah.
I got one more thing for the video and the rest of the
Oh
audio.
boy. Go for it.
Kurt Cobain's daughter.
Oh, I heard about this.
She got married. Guess who
She
she
did.
married?
I know.
A
The
man?
son of Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know she had been married before. This was like her second marriage.
Oh, was it? I didn't know that either.
Yeah. Her first husband. I had read this. I don't know how true this is, so take it with a grain.
All right.
But her first husband, in order for her to get a separation from him, she had to give over one of Kurt's guitars in the settlement. So she wouldn't have to pay him any kind of alimony or anything.
Really?
Wow.
That
Yeah.
thing must be worth millions.
And he turned around and sold it.
What a
course he did.
dick.
I was like, wow. And then I said, but you know what?
Asshole.
I mean, whatever amount of money he got for it, she still got out of that pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
Now some fan is a lot happier.
yeah, and she was, I mean, I guess that was kind of the bright side she was kind of clinging to.
All right.
It's like, well, at least he doesn't have it now, like somebody
Yeah.
who, really wanted it or whatever.
Someone you hate.
Yeah, I know.
Someone you hate now has something that you didn't want to give them.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that the Foo Fighters would be as big as they are if Kurt hadn't done that?
Are they big? I don't.
Yeah, they're huge. Foo Fighters are huge.
Oh?
I know. I know. The internet loves
Foo
Dave
who?
Grohl.
Yeah.
So
I think Foo Fighters is a pretty good band, but I mean, I don't know if they would be a band if Kurt Cobain hasn't,
Well,
I mean-
well, let's.
Do you think like, they could have get going with the grunge in, after the 90s?
Nobody got going with grunge after the 90s. Thank God. But
Look at Vanilla.
well, yeah. I don't know. I
We
think
won't ever know.
I feel like because I'm not extremely fluent in that genre of music, so I could be way off.
All right.
But he kind of like jumped into that band. It seemed fairly quickly.
I don't know.
So
I don't know the details.
he moved on kind of quickly is what I'm trying to say. So maybe that was
Dave?
yeah.
Oh, I thought, okay.
Yeah. So I feel like maybe that was something he was tinkering with anyway.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Easy way out.
You went from the drummer to the lead singer.
That's quite a jump.
Moving on up.
That's right.
He's the Don Henley of his time.
Fuck you, Eagles. I'm going solo. I'm flying solo.
I'm flying solo. Gosh golly.
Ow. Sorry.
I'm trying to
Adjusting.
see what else I got happening here.
Hurts a little bit. All right.
Oh my goodness. So
So,
I didn't. Okay, that's
you didn't.
that's
I didn't.
Good for you.
okay.
That time.
So I was here. I heard this story
All right.
of it comes from North Carolina, and when I say what this news blurb is, you will not be surprised that it's North Carolina. So this land
We're known for this.
No, well, I don't think anybody's going to be shocked. That's
All
how. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
A,
too shocking.
a landscaping crew mowed around a dead body because they assumed it was a Halloween prop.
Homer.
And I was sitting there and I was like, why do I feel like I'm not surprised at all? That was North Carolina.
That was a good Homer scream moment.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All right.
So,
Thanks. Well.
yeah. So this guy had, been like murdered on his front lawn, and this landscaping crew was like, it's a really cool decoration.
He looks so real.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
They didn't bother poking it with a stick or anything. They were just like,
You
it's
did a
very
great job with
You
this
kids
one.
want to see a dead buddy?
I would say lifelike, but
Thank you.
It's lifelike, but
And-
lifeless.
and then they find out later because the police came to investigate and realized that the lawn had a outline because they had mowed around him
He was like,
Like a chalk line.
it's like a lawn outline. Yeah,
that'd be a
like
good job to get chalk line outline guy. He died like this. The killer must be you.
They always die right in the lines. Isn't that nice? Isn't
Perfectly.
that handy?
We got 3 casings.
Yeah.
Same gun. It's you.
So I wasn't shocked.
No.
I mean, but it's funny because that was like a real person, and you hear stories like of people who like sometimes around Christmas time they'll put up like a fake Clark Griswold hanging from the drain,
Oh yeah.
and people will call the police like, "There's some guy stuck, and I'll get him a ladder." And it's like,
That was a funny video.
This story years ago.
You seen the video?
yeah. There's always one.
There's
It's
a
like,
guy. There's a,
my God.
a painting artist, airbrush artist. His name was Mike LaValle. He passed away, and he does like really realistic flames on like cars,
Inside
and
of his face.
cars and stuff. And he did one for like a helicopter.
Oh.
And the helicopter was flying. People thought it was on fire.
Oh dear.
They're like calling like, "There's a helicopter flying. It's on fire."
Oh boy.
It's like, no, it's just a paint job.
No,
But it was so realistic. Like, he does like
that's our
the
paint.
shadows, makes it,
Wow.
like it's called True Fire.
Oh.
He perfected it.
Wow.
Like custom helicopter. Why would you put a custom paint job on a helicopter? It just doesn't. It doesn't make sense.
I don't know because you'd have to be really low in order for people to fully appreciate whatever
know.
paint job you have.
That's a cool paint job.
I know.
Sounds a lot better than those stupid classic flames that a lot of people put on cars.
Yeah. It was like
I hate those.
Looked like it was
like
on fire.
motorcycles.
Skulls and flames.
Like cartoon waves almost.
Cartoon waves. Just a wave of red. All right, hang on. Yeah.
Yes.
Did we have a winner last week?
We did have a winner.
Good.
Congratulations to Yvonne. She was able to guess the movie was Fear.
I'd never even heard of
With
it.
Mark Wahlberg.
I did the full
He was like
cost.
a jealous boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
There's a new movie called Fear, but it's a completely different movie. But I don't know why they use the same name, but I thought it was copyrighted. But
You would think.
Hollywood.
So she won 2 gift cards, which I will get today. So this week's quote is worth 1 gift card. Dunkin' Donuts. Comment on the video, the name of the movie, and if you're correct and first, you win.
Okay. I'm
Are
ready.
you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get a pizza? Extra anchovies?
Ew.
Comment below.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
I was with you up until the anchovies.
Nah, I don't like anchovies.
Pizza sounds good.
It does. I can't eat it this late at night, though, because I'm old. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Before I send it down the table, here's your fun fact of the week. Certain areas of the United States celebrate the night before Halloween as Mischief Night or Goosey Night, when teenagers of the town pull pranks on neighbors. Silly goose.
Have a great weekend and a happy Halloween.
Have a good everything. Happy Halloween.